What would a GTA or any Rockstar game for that matter be without a good old soul-crushing betrayal? Well, I've gone ahead and replayed all the old GTAs for this video to fully refresh my memory. In my not so humble opinion, these are the worst betrayals in the history of GTA. Starting off with one of the most unexpected betrayals of all time in the series, we have Nico's first girlfriend in GTA 4, Michelle. Introduced as a romantic interest early in the game, she seems like a normal, kind-hearted woman, perhaps even a source of redemption for Nico. However, it is later revealed that Michelle is actually Karen, an undercover agent working for the United Liberty Paper, a shadowy government agency. She manipulates Nico into getting closer to her so she can monitor him and gather information about his activities. This twist not only shocks Nico, but adds to the game's theme of mistrust and manipulation, leaving him questioning who he can rely on in Liberty City. So Nico meets Michelle as soon as he's basically fresh off the boat during a mission for Roman called Three's a Crowd. Roman sends Nico to pick up his girlfriend Mallory at the subway station and adds that she's got a friend with her which he could maybe try to date. Once you arrive at the pickup point, honking the horn will get the two women to get into the car, and this is when Mallory introduces Nico to Michelle for the first time.
Get in, ladies.
Hey, Nico, thanks for coming. I should have known Roman would find some excuse not to turn up. This is Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
You must then take the two back to Michelle's apartment, and along the way, Mallory suggests Nico and Michelle to go out on a date.
Come on, you guys. You're both single. You're adults. Take a number, Nico.
Hey, I'd like to see you again, Nico. You look like that kind of guy I want to get to know.
And that's how Nico and Michelle's relationship starts. Although you could say Mallory is to blame for befriending Michelle and bringing her into Nico's life, I think she deserves some slack, as she does prove to be a real one by helping with the apartment in Bohan and getting Nico work with Manny and Elisabetta. Also, this was Michelle's entire job that she'd trained for, and she does actually do an amazing job at putting on that friendly, slightly awkward girl next door act. So, shortly after Three's a Crowd, Michelle will call Nico and invite him to go on a date.
Hey Nico, it's Michelle. We met with Mallory, Roman's girlfriend.
I remember. What's up, Michelle?
I don't normally do this, but I thought you'd probably be pretty lonely having just moved to Liberty City and all.
You do not normally do what?
You're not making this easy for me, are you? I'm asking you out on a date.
Before triggering the first date mission, you will always receive a call from Roman asking for help when you get close to Michelle's house. If you ignore Roman's call and start the mission, you'll miss out on some really important dialogue from Michelle, which actually gives you a clue into who she really is. But if you answer the call and help Roman with the loan sharks before the first date mission, which by the way is the canon choice, you get this text message from her after. Nico, where did you go? I couldn't find you. Did something important come up? Are you involved with some bad people? So she sends 3 questions in one message. The first 2 you could pass off as pretty normal to ask relative to the situation, but that last one is what's very sus in hindsight. Up until this point, Michelle should have no reason to even question if Nico is involved with some bad people. You've only had 2 brief interactions so far, the ride home from the subway and phone call asking Nico on a date. Both occasions, nothing whatsoever was said that could give off that impression. And then when you start the mission, you will also get the canon dialogue.
So, Nico, why couldn't you come on the date earlier? What happened?
Roman got himself into some trouble. I had to help him out.
Really? Does Roman get himself into a lot of trouble? Is he involved in criminal stuff?
Roman? He's made some mistakes. Got involved with people he shouldn't have, but really, he's a legitimate businessman.
What about you?
I'm just trying to make the right decisions.
So this, paired with the text message, you can tell she's trying to get information from Nico that could possibly incriminate himself or Roman, but hides it really well under the guise of genuine care and innocent curiosity. If you take the time to go on more dates with Michelle, often she will say and do stuff that gives us even more clues. Like some of the stuff she comes out with is straight up weird.
Weird crowd in that place. Packed with criminals. I've never been there before, but I think some of the guys in there might have been gangsters.
I really don't know about that sort of thing, Michelle. Can I come in?
Nico, are you aware of the consequences of that kind of thing? People get hurt, end up in court, you know.
Yes, I don't want anyone to get burned. How about the kiss?
Why not? Interesting bar. Do you think those guys were crooks?
I don't know about that kind of thing. So, did you drink in there? I could swear it was just me knocking back that stuff. Shit, I do not know. I cannot really remember. You are strange girl, Michelle. A funny girl, I do not know. Can I come up for a nice hot coffee?
I shouldn't, but I like you.
Great.
Please, more! Tell me more! Oh, that's great! Speak up a little! Oh, that's great!
Girl, but there's something strange about her.
Then a little bit later in the story, when you start working for Elisabetta, you will also receive a call from Michelle, warning you about her.
Hey, Nico. Mallory tells me you are working with Elisabetta Torres now.
Do you two know each other? Elisabetta seems to have a lot of friends.
That's because she's a dealer, Nico. Junkies like the people who supply them with drugs. You aren't getting involved in that world, are you?
I'm trying to avoid it, Michelle. Maybe I do a few errands for Elisabetta. Nothing serious, though. I am no dealer.
If you need help with anything, Nico, just speak to me. If you want to get something off your chest, I'm a good listener, you know?
So even though most of us didn't see it coming, the signs of Michelle being a cop were definitely there before the big twist reveal at the end of the snowstorm mission. Quick recap of the mission. Nico arrives at Elisabetta's apartment to find her in a heated dispute with little Jacob about an untrustworthy contact he had introduced her to, resulting in a large amount of her drugs being stolen. Nico agrees to handle the situation for her, and once you reach the yellow marker outside the old hospital, a cutscene will show the angels of death and the Spanish lords concluding a deal.
This is scale fish, imported straight from Bolivia, manito. Polvo puro, the best, man.
You're in America now. The best everything gets made here. If the best stuff got made in Mexico or Colombia or wherever, why do you all run across the border? Tell me that.
Ah man, Rockstar's comedy is unmatched. Anyhow, Elisabetta's drugs will be in a room at the back of the hospital, so you have to cross the entire building to retrieve them, fighting any and everyone that gets in your way. After retrieving the duffel bag, Nico will phone Jacob to confirm he has the stuff, when suddenly the noose arrive and storm the hospital. You must then fight your way back out of the hospital and escape your wanted level. After losing the police, Nico will call Jacob to inform him. However, Jacob will sound very spooked on the phone.
I lost the heat. Where are you?
Cheers, fine. I'm with some buckers and no I. Get here now, Nico. This be some strange shit.
When you arrive at the rendezvous, the final cutscene of the mission will play, where Michelle's big secret is finally revealed.
Jacob, what are you talking about? You know, I think you're smoking too much.
Yo, me think me know the eater come from in a king.
Hey, Nico. Hey, Jacob.
What are you doing here? This is no place for you, Michelle.
As it happens, it is. You see, Nico, I have been working for the government. I'm afraid it's my job to watch you. And now I have to ask you for the coke.
This is a joke, right?
Please, please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Look, they're about to take down Elisabetta.
I don't fucking believe this.
Listen, I'm sorry it had to be this way, Nico. I'm really sorry. Hey, you know, you could have gone down too, if you weren't so useful.
You fucking bitch.
Nico.
Hold on. You mean to say you're going to let us off just like that? Nothing now go on?
Well, my employers need the help of a guy like Nico. The office is in Algonquin. I'll call you. You know, as and when we need you. The coke, please.
So after this, every call to Michelle will go to voicemail. However, she will phone Nico later on to summon him to the ULP building. And these are the last couple of interactions we ever have with her in the game.
Hey, Nico, it's me.
Yeah? Who are you? Can you remind me?
That doesn't matter. You need to meet me outside the United Liberty Paper Building in Algonquin. It is very important that you be there. Goodbye.
Look, I'm not in the business of caring about people's feelings, bud. Yeah? Boo fucking who?
Hey,
Hi.
listen, I know what you must be thinking, but don't bother.
I'm sorry, but I don't see how you know what I must be thinking.
You've killed people. You should be dead yourself. Or inside. You're just lucky it was me and not someone else who got their hooks into you. I'm sorry that I lied to you. And weirdly, in some ways, you're a nice guy. Better than the creeps I normally date. But you're damaged goods.
No doubt.
Let's go. In here.
Salute? Eat my ass, buddy. I'm up for the promotion, and you're not.
What the hell are we doing here?
We're going to meet someone.
Sounds fun.
You know, you and your cousin, you should get out. What you're looking for, you won't find. Feds are all over it. Crime is done. You've watched too many movies.
Whatever you say, Michelle. Or whatever your name is.
It's Karen. My name is Karen.
Interesting. And you whore for the government. I kind of like the honesty in that.
I have a clear conscience.
How very lucky for you.
In here, office 396.
Hi there.
Here he is.
I can see that. Thanks, Karen. Hey, cheer up. You did good. You'll get a Sammy, if you care about that sort of thing.
Thank you.
So, Mr.
And with that, Karen Daniels, aka Michelle, is never seen again in Liberty City, only mentioned a couple of times in some other missions while working for the ULP.
So why use me?
We always use people like you. Karen, Michelle, she was the same. Someone with something to lose, but not much to live for.
What did you give Michelle? For me?
Michelle, Karen, we gave her her life back. We didn't play too rough. We gave her some money. She still works for us.
We did see Karen Daniels make a return in GTA 5, of course, where she's now working for the IAA, which if you didn't know is basically the in-game version of the CIA. But next we're taking a trip back to Vice City with the devastating but iconic betrayal of Lance Vance. Introduced early in the game as a key ally to Tommy Vercetti, their partnership begins with tragedy. In the opening intro, Tommy is sent by his boss, Sonny Forelli, to oversee a drug deal at the Viceport docks. This deal, meant to establish Sonny's foothold in Vice City, involves Lance Vance and his brother, Victor Vance, who serves as the supplier. However, just as the exchange is underway, unknown gunmen ambush the scene, killing Victor Vance and several others. Tommy barely escapes with his life, leaving the drugs and Sonny Forelli's money behind.
Come on, get out of here, drive!
The next time we see Lance is in the third mission after you both happen to track down the same guy that possibly has information about who was behind the setup.
Oh, way to go, tough guy. Beat him to a pulp. That should make him real chatty.
You want some too?
Hey, chill. I want what you want, brother.
Oh yeah? And what's that?
Your green and my dead brother's white lady. Unfortunately, you just silenced our lead.
This mission marks the beginning of their investigation into the ambush, as they start piecing together the players involved in the setup.
I'm gonna go see what I can dig up. I'll be watching you, Tommy.
Their partnership strengthens a little bit later on in the mission Guardian Angels, where they formally introduce themselves to each other.
You want to do something other than just shadowing me everywhere? Why don't you come along and show me if you're any use?
I might just do that. The name's Lance, by the way.
Tommy Vercetti. Let's go.
Tommy and Lance act as armed guards during a weapons deal for Ricardo Diaz, and well, the deal is ambushed, confirming their suspicions that Diaz might have had a hand in the original betrayal, which Lance will bring up in a mission for Diaz, along with some other personal stuff.
What are you doing here?
Hey, I've been asking around. It's obvious that Diaz jumped the deal and iced my brother.
And he'll kill you too.
I can take Diaz.
No, listen to me. I'll handle Diaz. He's beginning to trust me.
One thing puzzling me. What's with Quentin? I don't know. I always kind of liked it. Quentin Vance. Vance? Your name's Lance Vance? Hey, I got enough of that at school. Lance Vance, poor bastard.
In the next mission for Diaz, Lance and Tommy conspire more about how they're going to get rid of him, and we also see how their friendship has evolved with the brotherly banter they have between them.
Let me guess. You thought I could use a guardian angel?
I'm just saying, you need to let me in there, my man. Now, you can feed me all this lonely tough guy crap, but I know one day I'm gonna save your ass, and you're probably gonna want to kiss me.
Wacko.
So, Tommy, we know it was Diaz busted our deal, so why in the hell are we running errands for him?
The more we learn now, the less we have to learn when we take this town over.
I like your style, man. Real fresh. Good shooting, my friend. You're a real, proper, grade-A lunatic.
Well, thank you.
See you around, Tommy.
Okay, Mr. Lance Vance Dance.
So after this mission, Tommy discovers Lance is being held captive by Diaz after he couldn't help but try to make a move on him due to his impatience for revenge.
There goes my careful planning blown to shit. Thanks to you. You screwed up real good, Lance.
He killed my brother. What do you expect me to do, mow his lawns?
We're gonna have to take out that prick Diaz before he takes us out.
With Diaz now aware of their true motives, the two waste no time and team up once again to take him down, finally avenging Victor's death and seizing control of Diaz's operations.
You stupid pricks! My beautiful house! Look what you've done to it!
This is from my brother!
I trusted you, Tommy. I would have had you made.
Say goodnight, Mr. Diaz.
It's a pivotal moment that should have solidified their bond. Instead, it marks the beginning of the end. The mission Shakedown sees Tommy consolidating his power with his right-hand man Lance, often acting as second in command. But Lance feels like he deserves more than being treated as a subordinate, and as Tommy's empire grows, so does Lance's resentment towards him. The tension comes to a head in Bar Brawl, where Lance's recklessness nearly jeopardizes their plans.
What's the problem?
Some bars refusing to pay. They reckon they're protected by a local gang of thugs. But don't worry, Tommy. I can handle it.
You call this handling it? You two, off your asses. Let's go.
Tommy's frustration with Lance becomes evident, and their once strong partnership begins to unravel.
Tommy, we gotta talk about stuff.
What's the problem, Lance?
It's you, my friend. I feel you're not giving me a fair slice. And more than that, you've been embarrassing me in front of the boys. I can't have that.
Lance, it ain't like that. You've been making mistakes.
Tommy, I'm not your message boy. I'm not your running boy.
Lance, don't screw up and we won't have any problems. I screw up, you can lay into me anytime.
Tommy, I've done everything for you. You treat me like a fool. Don't do that.
Lance, I won't rip you off or stab you in the back, okay? Just take it easy. This is tough enough without you getting all emotional on me. Trust me. Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
I hear you, Tommy, but I can't take this much more.
Lance, don't be like this. Now I'm warning you. Do you hear me? Just relax. Take a few days off, okay? I'll talk to you.
Tommy, it's me, Lance. Keep your mouth shut there, Tommy, because I ain't got no time to talk. I ain't interested in what you gotta say. Why should I be? You don't care about me, do you? You gotta look after me a bit better. Give me a fair slice, you know? Hey, Tommy, man, look, hey, I'm sorry. It's just that people patronize me all my life, treat me like a little kid. My brother would do that. Please, man, don't do that. I gotta go.
The climax of Lance's betrayal unfolds in the mission Keep Your Friends Close. Sonny Forelli arrives in Vice City to demand his cut of Tommy's empire. In a shocking twist, Tommy, now the kingpin of Vice City, finds himself betrayed not just by Sonny Forelli, his former boss, but also his right-hand man Lance.
There's 3 mil in the cases.
How many was it, 10? No, 11 men. That's how you get to be called the Howard Butcher.
You sent me to kill one man. One man! They knew I was coming, Sonny.
Tommy, watch your tone. Anyone would think you blame me for that unfortunate set of circumstances.
Just take the money.
Get the damn cash. You know, Tommy, I did what I could for you. I pulled strings, called in favors. I was your friend, Tommy. I hoped you'd see sense, see what's good for business. I trusted you, Tommy, and you disappointed me. But at least someone in your chicken shit organization knows how to do business. Isn't that right, Lance?
Sorry, Tommy. This is Vice City. This is business.
You sold us out.
No, I sold you out, Tommy. I sold you out. The real cash is upstairs in the safe.
So, Tommy, what was the big plan? You think I just take the fake cash, save face, and run away with my tail between my legs?
No. I just wanted to piss you off before I kill you.
No one to cover your ass now, eh, Tommy?
You're going down, you backstabbing prick!
Oh, you think so?
The confrontation takes us all the way to the rooftop where in a final showdown, Tommy eventually kills Lance.
This is a last dance for Lance fans. I said I had enough of that at school.
You picked the wrong side, Lance.
Not gonna lie though, his death is a little anticlimactic since there's no cutscene for it, but yes, still such a legendary moment.
That
Stupid prick Lance.
Tommy, I never liked that guy, okay? He's neurotic, he's insecure, he's self-centered. The guy's an asshole. I'm glad you took him out.
So, why did Lance betray Tommy? The answer lies in his character. Lance was never content with being second in command. His ego couldn't handle Tommy's rise to power, and his jealousy ultimately consumed him. But now we turn our attention to the series' most iconic plot twist to this day. And of course, I'm talking about Big Smoke and Ryder's betrayal in GTA San Andreas.
The way I see it, man, I need to be in charge of my destiny, homie.
This way you will be, homie. This is all about destiny. You know I got your back, right, homie?
Cool.
To understand the betrayal, we first have to understand the bond. Grove Street Families, one of the most iconic gangs in Los Santos, was more than just a criminal organisation. It was a brotherhood. CJ, Sweet, Big Smoke and Ryder grew up together, fighting to maintain their turf and their identity against rival gangs like the Ballas and the Vargos. For CJ, Grove Street wasn't just a gang, it was home.
After 5 years on the East Coast, it was time to go home.
Carl Johnson, aka CJ, returns to Los Santos after spending years away in Liberty City, called home by his older brother Sweet, after the death of his mother in a drive-by shooting. Upon returning to the Johnson house in the heart of Grove Street where he grew up, CJ is haunted by memories of the past, until out of nowhere...
You picked the wrong house, fool!
Hey, Big Smoke! It's me, Carl! Chill!
CJ? Oh, my dog! What's up? Hey, baby, you okay, man?
Nah, man. It's my mom's, homie.
Hey, I don't know why this had to happen, but I promise you, I'm gonna find out who killed your moms.
So what was Big Smoke doing in the Johnson house alone? I know many of us overlook this point, but it is very suspicious, and although very subtle, this is our first clue of Smoke's involvement in the murder and his betrayal. In the drive-through mission, CJ starts asking questions about his mother. Smoke's behaviour and dialogue throughout the entire mission is questionable, to say the least.
Our moms get killed. We gotta talk about it.
We all gotta talk about it. They was going for Sweet.
How you supposed to know that? You know what people are like. Say they have love for you, but won't say a word. Too damn scared.
Some people say they saw a green Saber doing the work, then speeding away.
Yeah, but people like to talk, don't they?
Hey, sorry, bruh. You know I gotta know about mom.
I know, CJ, I know. I'm just trying not to think about it, is all. I mean, I didn't even know she was hit until it was all over.
Yeah, right. Let's eat.
Smoke is very dismissive toward the whole subject of Beverly Johnson's death, and then when the Ballas show up, he only focuses on eating his food instead of helping his homies.
Why you ain't blasting, Smoke?
I'll shoot him when I'm done eating.
Quit stuffing your motherfucking mouth. Let's go.
I ain't stuffing it, homie. I'm enjoying my meal.
Smoke, stop stuffing your face and start popping them balls.
I'm trying to enjoy my food.
And those fools are trying to enjoy our death. Now come on, Smoke, shoot!
Hey, I'm just finishing my fry. My special. Oh, man. That food filled a hole.
You chubby motherfucker. Next time you better start blast or I'm gonna blast you myself.
Another clue to Smoke's betrayal is that he's always challenging Sweet's leadership and thinks they need to get into the drug game because of how lucrative it is. But that goes against Sweet's and by proxy Grove Street Family's principles, so he wants nothing to do with it.
Hey, fool, we losing the streets, man.
Nah, we just standing by our principles, homie.
But our principles are making us bitches, man. Everyday ballers get stronger and you and I get weaker. You and I get poorer, man.
Man, that shit'll blow over.
Oh,
it always does.
Hey, you gotta keep it real, man.
Man, nobody give a shit about the hood.
I do.
All they do is sell yay and ruin the place. No crack ever made a gang type.
Oh, no, man.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, CJ? What's crack? Man, all they care about is smoking and money.
You can't knock a homie's hustle, Sweet.
Them marks ain't soldiers. They idiots trying to be businessmen.
Yeah, but they down with us, man.
All they down with is money.
Respect has to be earned, Sweet, just like money.
So what you saying? You don't respect me?
What I'm saying is...
Speak up, nigga.
I'm hungry.
Oh, man.
So we eventually see blatant proof of Big Smoke and Ryder's betrayal in the Green Sabre mission. Sweet rallies up the Grove Street families to make a big move on the Ballas, your sworn rivals. However, right after Sweet's motivational speech, CJ receives a call from Caesar, insisting that he has to show him something right away.
Hey!
Hey, CJ, it's Caesar, man.
I'm kinda busy now, something big going down.
Essie, I gotta see you, Holmes. Tell you something.
Look, if it's about Kendall, don't worry. We cool, alright?
No, Caesar, you gotta come and see something. Something important, eh?
Well, it's gonna have to wait.
This can't wait, Holmes. If I tell you, you won't believe it, Essie, I swear.
Okay. I got about 5, so it better be good. Where you at?
I'm under the freeway, north side of Verdant Bluffs.
Once CJ arrives at the meetup spot, he's devastated to see Ryder and Big Smoke working with the Ballas and Crash, an extremely corrupt police unit who blackmail Carl into doing their dirty work, led by Frank Tenpenny, one of the main antagonists. Moreover, Carl sees them with the infamous Green Sabre, rumoured to have been the car used to infiltrate Grove Street and assassinate Sweet, of course failing and hitting their mother.
That's the motherfucking Green Sabre! Shit, Smoke? Crash making you sell us out? Moms!
After witnessing Smoke and Ryder's betrayal, you must rush to Sweet's rescue as CJ believes he's walking into a trap. When CJ gets there, he finds Sweet in terrible condition. Sweet tells him to just leave, but CJ refuses to abandon his brother and holds off the Ballas until the cops arrive.
CJ, where you been?
Caesar called and showed me some shit. It's Smoke. He ain't getting 10 penny and some ballers. He sold us out.
It doesn't matter, man. You gotta get out of here. The cops gonna arrive in a second.
Nah, man, I ain't running out on my brother. Yo, baller! I'm taking you, motherfucker! You hear me? I'm taking you all down, bitches!
When the cops finally arrive, Crash intercepts CJ's arrest and drive him out to the country. The reason they prevented his arrest is so they could blackmail him further into doing more of their dirty work, such as getting rid of witnesses and evidence against them. Carl is also ordered to stay away from Big Smoke. In return, Crash would keep Sweet off the Ballas block in prison.
I can't believe that nigga Smoke turned on me.
Smoke! Smoke does exactly what he's told. He learned that lesson a long time ago.
Damn, man, take it
Yeah,
easy.
homies for life? Street loyalty? That's all bullshit, Carl. Didn't you learn that when they ran you out of town just because you let Brian die? Huh? Eddie, I can't deal with this guy. He's an idiot.
Let me air this fucker out.
No, officer. For once, let's let the kid do something good with his useless life. He's gonna help us with the fight against crime. Right, Carl?
Yeah, by any means necessary.
Now you stay the fuck away from Smoke and stay the fuck away from us. Otherwise, Sweet's gonna find himself on a baller's block getting in touch with his feminine side.
While in exile out in the country, CJ learns about a meeting involving the Loco Syndicate, a collective outfit dealing primarily with drugs. Ryder is seen attending the meeting accompanied by a Bala, confirming to CJ that he's fully turned his back on them to build a drug empire with Smoke.
Right, you shermhead!
This business is bigger than any gang, is it?
Ryder, little bitch!
So Ryder eventually meets his unfortunate end in Pier 69, where Caesar and Carl raid a deal between the Ballas and Loco Syndicate. After the two confront T-Bone, Ryder tries to escape by boat, although CJ doesn't let him get very far.
Hey, Ryder, shermhead asshole, where you think you going?
Can't stop me.
He's in it for those boats.
Don't worry about it, I got this.
Big Smoke, on the other hand, you deal with in the very last mission, End of the Line.
Hey, Sweet!
What's up?
It's time for smoke.
Alright, let's roll.
The Johnson brothers finna take that fat fool down.
The mission begins with CJ and Sweet learning the location of Big Smoke, who has become a drug kingpin and is hiding in a fortified crack palace in East Los Santos. CJ fights his way through Smoke's heavily guarded mansion, clearing multiple floors filled with gang members and security. In the final confrontation, CJ comes face to face with Big Smoke in his office.
Look at you got the whole world. I ain't got no regrets, man.
Smoke, you had...
I made it, CJ. I'm a success. I can't be touched. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the whole world.
What happened to you, man?
Man, what the fuck do you care? I guess we better do this shit then.
After a tense exchange, Smoke refuses to surrender, leading to a brutal shootout. Smoke is ultimately fatally wounded, but in his final moments he reflects on his choices, showing a mix of pride and regret.
Hey, Smoke, what made you flip out like that, man? Was it the drugs or what?
I got caught up in the money, the power. I don't give a shit. Oh, fuck, man.
Why you just didn't quit, man? We was like family, homie.
I had no choice. I had to do it. I just see the opportunity of when I'm gone, everyone gonna remember my name. Big Smoke.
Damn, man. What a waste.
When CJ finally confronted Big Smoke, it wasn't just about revenge, it was about closure. Smoke's empire, built on betrayal and blood, came crashing down, and with his dying breath, Smoke admitted what CJ already knew. It wasn't about Grove Street anymore. It was about ambition, and in chasing it, Smoke had lost himself. For CJ, Big Smoke and Ryder's betrayal was a painful reminder that not everyone who stands by your side is truly on your side. And for us, it's a story that lingers long after the final mission. So now we go from a 90s Los Santos to a 21st century one in GTA 5, where Franklin kills Michael in a mission called The Time's Come.
You? You came here to fucking clip me? You? Fuck!
This option, initiated by Devin Weston's manipulations, forces Franklin into an impossible moral dilemma. Eliminate Michael, his mentor and father figure, to secure his own position, or resist and face the consequences. If Franklin decides to side with Devin and kill Michael, the betrayal becomes deeply personal for several reasons. Michael took Franklin under his wing, teaching him the ropes of high-stakes crime and guiding him through the world of heists. For Franklin, who sought a way out of the low-level gang life, Michael represented the closest thing to a father figure he'd ever had.
Whoa. What, am I detecting some sort of, son I never had bullshit here, Mikey, huh? Hey, listen, if you want to replace some father figure, you can do a lot better than this fat snake, all right? This fucker would eat his own kids.
Like I said, Franklin, deranged.
Yeah, and best friend.
Exactly. That's Trevor, my best friend. That's Franklin, the son I always wanted.
Throughout the story, Michael shows genuine care for Franklin, offering advice, opportunities and loyalty, which makes Franklin's decision to betray him that much more devastating. But while Michael had done so much for Franklin, he also brought danger, chaos and secrets.
Yeah, I mean, look, Franklin, I'm working for the fucking feds.
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh, fuck, man, yeah, and that ain't even the worst part.
Franklin had his reasons to resent the older man, but were they enough to justify murder? I think everybody who played through the story knows the answer to that question, which is why it's the ending that makes the player feel the most shitty. By the time Devin rolls around with his distasteful proposition, Franklin has evolved from a small-time hustler to a central player in Los Santos' criminal underworld. His relationship with Michael, built on a foundation of mentorship and at times manipulation, becomes a test of loyalty versus self-preservation. When players choose to kill Michael, they're not just ending a life, they're dismantling one of the most significant bonds in the game. What makes the betrayal hit harder is how it plays out. Michael doesn't go down without a fight, but his resistance is tinged with heartbreak rather than rage. His final words and actions show a man who, despite all his flaws and mistakes, genuinely cared for Franklin.
Now you're gonna... Gap! The only one who was ever decent to you! Ha! No. I trusted you. I took you in. Treated you like family.
The climb to the top of the industrial tower feels like a metaphor for Franklin's rise in the criminal world. But at what cost? When Michael falls to his death, there's no triumphant fanfare, just a hollow sense of loss. In many ways, Franklin's decision to kill Michael, if players choose that path, mirrors Michael's own choices throughout the game. Michael's betrayal of his former partners in the prologue sets the stage for much of GTA 5's drama.
You reptilian motherfucker!
His past actions ripple into the lives of Trevor, Franklin, and even his own family. When Franklin turns on Michael, it's almost poetic justice, though not in a way that brings any satisfaction. Devin Weston's role in this ordeal can't be understated.
So you're gonna A, listen to some 50 grand a year pension hunter, or B, a billionaire, who even the president lets finger his wife, or C, try and be really stupid and save those two idiot mentors of yours and have everybody in the goddamn state crawling up your ass.
He is one of the wealthiest and most influential figures in Los Santos, embodying the corrupt elite who control the city from behind the scenes. As a billionaire with investments in everything from tech to private security firms like Merryweather, Devin's reach extends far beyond the criminal underworld. His connections with the FIB and the legal system allow him to operate above the law, making him untouchable to people like Franklin. His ability to make life very difficult for him, or simply end it, leaves Franklin with little choice in his eyes. But among all the double crosses and backstabs in GTA history, one stands out as particularly brutal. Next, we're diving into the shocking betrayal of Claude by Catalina in Grand Theft Auto 3.
Sorry, babe. I'm an ambitious girl. Just small time.
At the centre of this story is Claude, a silent yet deadly protagonist who we meet as he's carrying out a heist alongside his girlfriend and partner in crime, Catalina. The heist goes smoothly, but as they're making their getaway, the unexpected happens. Catalina turns on Claude, shooting him point blank and leaving him for dead. Her reason? She's decided to move on with the Colombian cartel and sees Claude as nothing more than a loose end. But Catalina's betrayal wasn't just personal, it was pivotal to the narrative. It's what transforms Claude from a criminal to a man on a mission. After surviving the gunshot wound, Claude is arrested. However, the prisoner transport convoy is ambushed by the Colombian cartel who break out the Oriental gentleman, somebody Claude meets later on in the story. Anyhow, Claude and 8-Ball use this opportunity to make their escape as well. After finding himself in the underbelly of Liberty City, Claude sets his sights on climbing the criminal ladder, all while plotting his revenge against Catalina. Throughout the majority of the game, Claude works for various gangs like the Mafia until he's betrayed by Salvatore after his mistress Maria lies about having an affair with him, forcing Claude to move to Staunton Island, where he starts working for the Yakuza. A little bit later on in the mission, Grand Theft Aero, given by Donald Love, Claude's objective is to retrieve a package from a plane at the Francis International Airport. However, when Claude arrives, the Colombian cartel is already there, with Catalina orchestrating the chaos. The mission ultimately brings Claude face to face with Catalina and Miguel at the construction site where he confronts them. Catalina manages to get away, but Miguel is captured and left to be interrogated by Asuka.
I left you pouring your heart out into the gutter!
Hey, don't shoot, amigo. No problem. We all friends? Here,
Don't be such
take
a
this.
pussy!
Hey, we got no choice, baby.
We always got a choice, you dumb bastard!
I'm sorry about the crazy bitch, man. They're all the same, please. Por favor.
So, the whore got away. But you've done me a favor. You're not the only one that has a score to settle with the cartel.
After a few more missions for her, Claude returns to the construction site to find Asuka and Miguel murdered by Catalina, along with a letter informing him that she's also kidnapped Maria. The reason Claude cares for Maria, or at least feels he has an obligation to save her, is because she saved his life, warning him about the car bomb trap set by Salvatore, and also helping him get out of town. So using the money Claude worked so hard for, he shows up at the Colombian cartel's villa with the $500,000 ransom, but is once again double-crossed by Catalina.
Throw over the cash! You have been a busy boy, but you haven't learned. I'm not to be trusted. Kill the idiot!
After escaping the mansion, Claude follows Catalina's helicopter, taking him to the Cochrane Dam. And it is here Claude finally completes his revenge arc in a dramatic helicopter showdown with Catalina.
Get this thing airborne!
So ladies and gentlemen, that was the worst betrayals in each GTA game. Didn't really intend on the video being this long, but there was just so much to cover with these culture-defining stories. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it, and if you're interested in the lore of GTA, subscribe, because this channel is for you. Till next time, Mr. Law signing off.